welcome. Happy Friday. Well, I don't know what number we're on, but I know where we have kind of left off. And I'm going to convince the rest of the party that our next destination, no matter what, and I know we said we were going to go down from starting up at the top, we are going to that winery, and we are going to have a drunk montage. I'm going to try and make sure this happens. And on that note, let's get the party up in here, huh?
Last we left off, then, you guys decided to attempt to find the Mad Mage. Rumors of which you had heard about in Vallaki, that he had gone missing over the last few months. Unknowing to what had happened to him, believing it could lead you to some clue in this land, you decided to follow up on this rumor. Heading to Lake Zarovich, you see a few fishing boats that you could use to get across the lake, and with a bit of worry, thinking that there might be something under the water to attack you, you spend your time thinking about how to strap these boats together to make a more seaworthy vessel. You see on the lake a man who seems to be on his own, fishing away. Attempting to contact him, he seems somewhat inebriated and annoyed. And as you start to get in your boat, you notice him throw a burlap sack over the edge, bubbles appearing from it as it sinks. You head over and continue away across the lake, not bothering with whatever it could have been, leaving the man to his own business, until you head to the far shore of Lake Zarovich. Getting there, you are approached on a cliffside an elk that quickly turns into a rather ragged mage in front of you, screaming that you are agents of Strahd Zarovich.
Yeah.
He suddenly starts throwing spells at you. Deftly,
Rude.
you will manage to surround him, and because the wizard, well, he's mad, he didn't read his spells very well, and cast a spell that he thought made him invulnerable to everything. It didn't.
You did.
As you guys beat this poor man, Dessel took it upon himself to be merciful and knock him out instead of killing him. You attempt to find where this man may have come from, and you manage to track a few of the hoof prints from the elk form that he had taken previously up the path just slightly up the way in Mount Baratok, to where they suddenly end. You are unable to find your way inside, so as a group, you wake up the Mad Mage, and you convince him that you are friends. And he lets you inside his magnificent mansion. On the other side is a mansion warped, strange. Laws that don't seem to apply to the normal material plane. Things that turn left, turn right, going up the wall is perfectly natural. You fall through the skylight at one point to end back in the foyer, taking no damage. You head to the library, and you start speaking to a giant berry that lies to you. Yet
Fuck
every
yeah.
time you try to ask him where his treasures are, his mind goes blank. Having attempted to use a greater restoration on him, you realize that something is blocking his memory from being fixed. And Bay realized that after a few hours the spell itself would fade and she could attempt again. So you rest. You cast Greater Restoration on the naked Mad Mage, who, after being saved from his madness, suddenly realizes his state of distress and starts to cover himself up. Which is where we left off.
Yes.
Yep, I
Oh my,
remember now.
I can't believe I let myself get into such a state. Who are you, exactly?
I'm gonna ask him. I'll go. Before I answer that, do you remember what just happened?
Just happened, as in last 5
Like-
minutes of You
No, the
coming-
last
Yeah.
like
Years?
I guess
Huh?
a couple hours. Or years too, sure.
I mean, if he was known as the Mad Mage, this isn't the first time, or
Yeah.
could be a long time.
Just double checking something before I commit.
Sure.
I'm supposed to have every ranger spell, right? Just no prepare them.
Yeah, you just prep them.
Oh.
Yes, I do remember what has been happening. My mind has definitely not been my own.
So, you definitely remember wanting to give me 100 gold. Do you ever remember that? That just happened like maybe 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I did. I remember that.
That is absolutely as truthful as the clothes I wear upon my back.
You're not in
Wow.
clothes, but that is the truth. I don't know what to tell you. You want me to roll it?
If that's not the truth, then why are you holding 1 gold coin?
1 gold,
You're
yeah,
planning
you were
on
giving
giving
us-
more.
Yeah.
Roll a deception check at disadvantage.
You got- Oh,
But
you
he's got
bastard.
gold.
At
Okay,
I have a-
advantage, he's
okay,
got
I
a
have
gold coin
plus-
in his hand.
I have a plus
Wow.
13, so 15.
Yeah, but he also knows full well his memory is intact.
Well, I have 15.
Well, not if he didn't remember who we were, because we
Yeah.
met.
No, he remembers.
Okay. I'm at 15, though, sketch. Oh. What? 100 gold, 100 gold.
If I did say such a thing, and I do not remember saying such a thing, I do believe it's probably because of the madness I was in. You shouldn't take advantage of people. It's not very nice.
Oh, there was no advantage. You were just being kind, and I was like, okay. I don't know.
You would have to catch me
Anyways,
on a very generous day to be giving you 100 gold pieces.
And I'll say, so is today a generous day? And I'm gonna go up closer and like bat my eyelashes.
As you see him covering himself, he looks at you and goes, "Maybe we can discuss this after I've found some of my clothes."
Um. What room are we in again?
You are currently in the foyer.
No, were we in some room with?
Well, technically, the whole place is any room you want it to be, or anywhere
Yeah,
you want it to be.
we went into some room with like there were like things around. There were like there was stuff around. I don't remember what it was. Like
There's lots of random stuff that you walked into.
yeah. Oh,
The
what
most
heck was
recent
it?
places you went was the blank room and the foyer.
Yeah.
So that's why I assumed you're back in the foyer.
Okay, because
Space is a foyer.
last
Yeah,
night, like we were in
yeah.
the room and there was like furniture, like there was like a sitting area, and I think you said there were like servants or something walking around
On their feet, on their hands.
on their hands.
No, I think you
Yeah.
were thinking of the BDSM room.
I mean, I could say, are there any clothes in the BDSM room?
I don't think those are considered clothes.
I don't even remember what you're on about there, to be honest. That seems a bit more of a... That memory doesn't seem correct. At any rate. We're in the foyer at least. I can make my way to my bedroom. And as you look around, you can see that the mansion has taken on a bit more of a standard look.
Can I follow right behind
Things
him in
seem
the
to be a
bedroom?
bit more regal.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that means no
And
more
this-
BDs.
The space is starting to resemble a bit more realistic material realm kind of things. You see that there's 2 more doors now that are just behind the stairwells. And as you move in, you can see that the stairs no longer join at the top to come back down, but actually go to a second floor. As he walks up the flight of stairs, he takes the first room on the left. And as he opens it, you can see a grand bedroom in front of you. You see the many unseen servants suddenly appear, somewhat ghost-like in appearance, see-through, but very noble in appearance. He opens one of the closets nearby and throws on a rather magnificent robe.
Ah, dang it.
You can see it's red in color, and you can see eyes all around it.
Oh. Do I know what this is?
No, you wouldn't understand what this is.
Okay.
Now that I have magic, would I know what? I'm just kidding.
Like, cause Bunny knows what it is, but yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Bunny, I
Very
know
cool.
what it is.
Very cool. Is it just the robe?
You see him looking around for something else. He goes, I don't even have my spare here. That's. When you found me before, you didn't happen to pick up a wand or a staff I might have been holding?
No.
Anyone? No?
No, but I did look around while after I knocked you out. I didn't find anything on you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Bollocks. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. I have my spare robe. That's something. I'm sure I can whittle a wand out of something for now. It will do.
Sorry. How tall is he?
He is actually only 5'5".
Oh.
He is fairly short.
Um.
Is what?
I want to try and do something to get information out of him.
No, I lie. He is actually 5'11".
Okay, so he's
That's what
still
he-
shorter than me though.
Damn, he just grew
He's
6 inches.
still. What is he? Yeah, you were selling him short. Goddamn. He is still 11, so he's still 5 inches shorter than me. Okay, that kind of works. Still works. He's in the closet, right?
No, he's out of the closet now. It's like built into the wall, so he's facing
he's
you
like-
guys. Underneath.
But he's like in front of it.
In front of it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go up to him, not push him out of the way or anything. Basically, what you're going to see is Adriana's going to go, wait, is there anything up here? And like reach for like the top of the closet. And he just has a face full of boob.
As he grabs you by the hips, he looks into your eyes, and you notice they are a very striking brown color. As you see his ragged black hair flowing over, he looks at you and says, "Please don't go in a gentleman's cupboard. You'll never know what was in there," and pushes you back.
I was just trying to help. Do I notice anything in his robe?
Not particularly.
Or no? Okay, I just wanted to see. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go back to Bay. And I'm gonna go, I don't think this one likes ladies.
Well, no judgment.
Oh,
We'll
no
just
judgment,
have
I'm just-
to utilize our one male.
Our seduction may not work though. That's all.
We can offer up Dessel.
Hey,
I hate to interrupt, but it is more that we have more important things to be getting on with than worrying about some sexual nature thing.
He could. We were whispering. He could hear us.
Yep.
Oh. Adriana's gonna like kind of look embarrassed.
Bay's just gonna
Shut up.
shrug and be like, each to their own.
Do you want us to help you look for your wand?
No, that will be fine. If anything, I suppose I should pay you some money for bringing me back to my senses.
And we did rescue you too. There were some nasty people that we killed that were gonna fight you. So
Yeah.
Roll another deception check.
I thought he remembered these things.
Oh, okay. That's a 29.
Yeah, I forgot that disadvantage.
Screw you.
It literally happened within the past day. He's fully aware.
It's still a 29.
29, okay. The only dangerous people I remember around here would be you lot.
Oh no! After we knocked you out, there were some people that came looking for you. We took care of them. That's what I was talking about.
What kind of people?
What kind of people? There was a couple of Vistanis, and I think there was a kobold. I don't remember. It was something small, but yeah.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Again.
God damn it. I mean, I got a plus 13. I almost can't lose. Oh my god. That was almost a 20. Oh, man.
Vistani, I understand. Kobold? That I am highly surprised about. I didn't even realize there were any kobolds in Barovia.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it
Learn
was.
something new every day, I guess.
But we took care of them. So yeah, definitely. If you want to reward us, that'd be great.
Oh. I could give you just some money, I suppose. Surely we'll be able to find something around. Not 100% sure what I might still have in my maddened state. I chucked most of my things here and there and everywhere.
Well, that just
Perhaps
sounds
information
ridiculous.
is something you need. Any particular reason you have come to Barovia?
I'm gonna look at Faye and Dessel.
To kill Strahd.
You wish to kill Strahd?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that quite the task you're taking on for yourselves? I should warn you. That is the very reason I lost my mind. I fought Strahd myself, hoping that I could save this land from him. Unfortunately, during our fight, I took a misstep and fell off one of the mountains. This one, to be precise.
Ouch.
He was a very strong opponent. Though, with the four of you, I suppose you may stand a chance. Is there anything you may wish to know? I studied him quite a bit, but it depends what you already know. I don't want to waste your time and simply regurgitate things you've already researched for yourselves.
Well, we were told to collect certain things before taking him on. I suppose. Do we know a whole lot about the weapon that we are to kill him with, or whatever? The card weapon?
You are aware that it should be hidden somewhere within the Amber Temple. You
But
are
we
also
don't
aware
really
of
know
two
it.
other items, but you have no idea where they are.
But we don't actually know about the weapon.
You just know it's a weapon.
Okay. So I would like to ask if he knows what the weapon is. And yeah.
You wish to know what another fortune teller has told you.
Maybe.
Whilst that may sound odd, I may actually be able to help you with that.
Really?
Can you describe to me what ritual the person done in order to give you this fortune?
A little help, team?
I wasn't there. I don't think.
You were there.
You
No,
were
you
there?
technically weren't.
No, I mean not you. I mean,
Oh.
hey, you were there. Come on.
I
Yeah, I
know,
was
but
like,
I can't remember
I
what the
remember.
ritual was.
I think it was
Okay.
before Salad was there too. I don't.
Jade.
Yeah.
No, Salah was there. Jade, do you remember what the ritual was?
Salad was there.
No.
Salad, yeah, salad.
Which ritual are you talking
Oh,
about?
I even did a recap for you on TikTok the other time as well.
Everybody, it's a
Wait,
TikTok.
It's on TikTok.
Um,
Let's go.
But the wasn't it with the tarot cards and stuff?
Yes, it was with
That's it.
cards, but I don't know
Yeah.
what the ritual was.
But Salad wasn't there for that either.
Yeah, Salah was with at the ritual for the tarot card.
Yep.
He hasn't died yet.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was
sure.
right at the beginning. It was right at the beginning of the adventure. Tarot cards.
But wasn't I in the?
Yeah, this Vistani woman by chance?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys are
that's-
terrible people.
Yeah, come on, people.
I said yes.
Wow.
No, didn't come through. Let's see. Can you tell me what cards she gave you?
She gave us a card that told us to find a weapon, a person, you know what? I don't remember all of them. We found the person.
I mean, she may have happened to have shown you probably, you know, a card with a guy on it, maybe.
Oh yes, the mercenary,
There might have been another one.
the
the
guild
guild member.
member,
Guild member.
There may have been
the
one that was a guy
hooded
that was
one,
maybe,
and the
Jesus
mist,
God.
and yeah.
and the artifacts.
Wow, you guys are terrible.
These
I
weren't my
never
notes to
claimed to
take.
have a good
What are
memory.
not your notes to take?
Salad has had nothing to do with that.
He was there.
But he was
Well,
just there to
technically-
like
yeah,
go
but
on an
technically
adventure.
Adriana wasn't there, so Salad, he has no Salad's information.
No, I know.
Yeah, that too. But I'm saying, but Salad was just there to go on an adventure.
Doesn't mean
He
you
didn't care
weren't
about-
listening, or you'd hope.
No, Salad probably wasn't listening.
Yeah,
Coins,
so it sounds to
coins,
me-
swords, faceless god, mist card, blah blah blah.
It sounds to me like you have met a Miss Madam Eva. I also met her when I first came here.
That's totally the one.
She didn't give me a reading, as I myself have similar powers to do so. So I didn't see it necessary. Maybe looking back in hindsight, it would have been a better idea. But if you tell me the cards that she gave you, I can at least maybe interpret them a little more.
I just read
I
them
worship
off.
the god Bokok, you see, and he is a master of foresight. So let's start with that first one you mentioned. The Four of Swords, the mercenary, I believe.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
And then, let me just make sure I get the exact information. So I've got it with me. So, the Four of Swords. It was the first one drawn. Therefore, it would likely have told you something more personal to Strahd himself. From what I can see, it seems to be some kind of book relating to him.
Oh yeah,
Sure
we
what
did
this-
find that mysterious
tell.
book that.
Sorry?
Did we find a book that was like necromancy, but none of us could do anything with it? Or read it or whatever?
You said it again, you just kind of cut out and I couldn't quite hear it.
Didn't we find a necromancy book, but none of us could read it?
Yes, but it won't be this one.
Okay. Did we ever find Sabrina's journal?
Nope.
That could be the book.
Shut up, you.
Likely, I would say that this item will tell you more about Strahd himself. It might give you some more hints on how to beat him. Maybe certain weaknesses or something you can use to take him off guard.
Was that in your
But that's
journal?
all I can see. It's very detailed. So much so that it comes to nothing but a blur to me. All I see is a book. So that's probably what you're going to be looking for.
Was that in your journal, Adriana? Did you have weaknesses to kill him? Adriana?
Benny?
Sorry, I muted my mic. I was just saying, are you like straight up asking Adriana that?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna go, why? I'm like, I want to kill him, but I've never met him before, like in battle, so why would I have that information?
Same reason people study birds.
I guess, but. And like you know Adriana at this point, Zom. She's not telling you something.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah. Like she's just trying to dismiss you and be like, no, I definitely don't have any notes like that.
Bae is giving her the stare of, yeah, I don't believe you. You can look away all you want.
Yeah. Because yeah, you guys have traveled with her long enough that you know that. Yeah.
Oh, don't I ever?
Yeah, and, yeah, Joker, you probably know a little bit more. So yeah.
I would like to do my free concentration check of memories.
What does that mean?
Detect thoughts?
No.
What is that?
No, from when it's from the past.
I don't know.
When
It's from
I
the
entered
past,
all
okay.
your minds by accident.
When she first put on the
Sure.
crown.
Roll another history check to see if you can
Oh yeah, history
be
check,
more
that's what it
specific
was.
in trying to get to Adriana's memories.
You want me to? Oh.
That's terrible.
You're still unable to really piece together anyone specific.
Did I get anything?
This time, you start to
Syphilis.
pull out memories of some kind of hunting expedition. You see a couple of men in cages on a cart, a bow in your hands as you fire and take down one that managed to run away.
Oh goddamn.
Your
I'm a
limbs
fairy.
seem longer than usual.
My legs seem longer than usual.
Your limbs.
Oh, limbs. My limbs?
Yep.
Is Bip long?
As he looks to you two taking your conversation, would you like me to continue?
Yes, please.
Then let's have a look at the next card she drew.
The
The
guild
five
member.
of coins. The guild member. Indeed. It looks like this one is trying to point you in the direction of a holy symbol of some kind. From what I can tell, it seems to be a symbol of the Raven people. The original inhabitants, as it were, of Barovia. What use this may have, I'm unsure. It looks like it will be able to cast some spells of some kind on your behalf if you ask. But I'm unsure. As for its location, unfortunately, I feel you're going to have a bit of trouble getting there.
Nothing we can't
You're cursed with ill luck, my friends. For it seems this item you'll find within Castle Ravenloft itself.
Well, that's our last stop.
Okay.
If we look within the tombs there, I'm sure you may find what it is you seek. I'd be very careful if you're trying to infiltrate Strahd's own house, though.
So we go through the basement.
We're going to start building a tunnel from here.
Good. Great. Got
Diggy
it.
diggy tunnel, dig diggy tunnel, dig
Dig a tunnel, dig,
Quick
dig a
before the
tunnel.
hyena come.
Like that, everyone knew that.
Did I say from copyright?
I
Not
don't
at the same
think-
time.
I don't think I would get copyright for singing it, would I?
You don't think Sketch can sing it beautifully enough? Wow.
No.
Can't believe it. Okay, what else was there?
The last one. And I did kind of mess up.
All right,
messing
campaign
around.
over. You failed.
Hang on. No, hang on.
Goodness
Make
You said
Right.
hooded
gracious.
one missed an artifact.
No, that's-
Artifact is in
Um,
his...
No, I
5?
realised I didn't tell you where the first one was.
Oh, my
I
fault.
moved on without telling you where it was. So
Oh.
there's 2 items, then, that are in Castle Ravenloft that you need to find. Strahd's diary and this holy symbol. It seems the diary itself is also in a crypt. Maybe if you're lucky, they're close together. Now for the last card. The 7 of Swords. It looks like here. With the hooded one, it's describing a statue of some kind. Somewhere high in the mountains. Look towards its head and you may find it.
Okay. That can't be too hard.
What
You
was
should
it?
be able to find what looks like a sword made of pure sunlight. Would
Gotcha.
definitely be quite the find against a vampire. Few more cards left. The cards of mists. I believe you stated that you had already found a companion,
Yes.
did you not?
Yes.
Then this card you have completed. For it is merely telling you of where to find a companion. It says here somewhere close to a church, which I assume was somewhat true.
Yeah.
The last card. It tells you where you would face him. Where fate ordains he should be when you finally break into Castle Ravenloft. If you can figure out what this one means, then stay away from it. Maybe you can get to the other 2 items. It mentions a place that is both sacred and where the morning light once shone. My assumption would be this would likely be the chapel where Strahd attempted to be married once. Avoid that, and you can avoid your final confrontation, I believe. Of course, the fates are fickle. It's hard to know what might change when you were to get in there. Make any loud noises, maybe it'll come to you sooner. But that is all I seem to be able to glean from these cards. I hope that helps you somewhat, though.
That has been very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm glad that my debt can be considered repaid between us. I do urge you to think again about whether or not you really wish to take Strahd on, though. I
do
lost
have
many
one-
years of my life to that madness. You might lose more than that if you're unlucky. Now, as for
I do
me,
have- Yeah.
I need to go find my staff and book. I'm a little bit worried that they may have washed up ashore somewhere. Is there anything else I could possibly help my saviors with?
I just have a question. Have you fought Strahd a lot of times?
I fought him
Or
in a
just-
brief skirmish.
Okay. Was it
Unfortunately,
like
the
a...
final battle where I tried to take him on the top of this mountain, hoping that the sun may help me. That's where I fell and lost my memory. He was quite the difficult opponent,
Do you
wielding not just spell, but beast and darkness all at once.
do you believe that he was knocking on death's door?
Knock, knock, knocking on.
With a vampire, it's very hard to tell. I am
Would,
quite a powerful mage when I'm in my right mind. But it's hard to know truly how much damage I had done to the man. Maybe
I was
man
just-
is the wrong term.
I was gonna ask if there were any signs you knew where he was like on the brink of death. If you knew.
Every time I struck him, he seemed to regenerate. I don't know how trustworthy any damage you could inflict could be to bringing him down in the end.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
It's funny, in all the hullabaloo of regaining my memory, I realize I have not even asked my saviors' names. What are they? I'll be sure to remember them.
I'm Bae. I did a lot of the spell work. I'll take credit. Thanks.
What?
They're just taking credit for the spell work.
Oh.
Then, more specifically, may I have your name? Someone who can command such powerful magics as to restore memory must be worthy of remembering themselves.
Me or Adriana?
She's looking at you, I'm pretty sure.
Talking about you,
I
babe.
already said
Yeah.
my name. I was like, hi, I'm Bae. I did the spell work.
Oh, we didn't hear that first
Oh.
part.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, this the first person.
Yeah, I don't know why Discord constantly cuts out the very first bit you say.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't hear the
Discord's
first part at all.
a butt.
Huh.
Weird.
Well, I'll be sure to remember it, even if I didn't hear it very well.
Clean up those ears. Goddamn.
I mean, it has been a long time. I haven't even shaved my head in 2 years. My hair is looking very scraggly, I must say. I very much prefer being bald. So much easier for casting spells.
I guess
Yeah.
you definitely don't light yourself on fire that way. Well, your hair on fire that way.
That is very much one of the benefits. Particularly if you're one of those casters that love throwing around fireballs before looking at the size of the room they're in.
I
Yeah,
don't
it is.
cast fireball, but that would be me.
Now, I would like to very much get on with searching for my things that have been probably scattered around the mountain. However, I do not wish to kick my saviors out of a safe resting spot. Would you like to join me here for a night? Get your strength back and then head out in the morning?
A question for you, Sketch. How sharp is a hawk's beak?
How sharp is a hawk's beak?
In real life
Yeah,
or in the
fair.
game?
Like, could you
Sharp is
cut
fair
something with it?
flesh.
Could you
Yeah,
cut
like-
something with it? Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
Could it cut hair?
Not neatly, no.
Oh, it doesn't have to be neatly. No, no, no.
You do realize we
Um,
have blades and daggers and other stuff, right?
Well, it would
Yes.
also be just as messy as that. But I thought with a hawk, it might be cool.
Mm,
That's all.
no.
No. Let's just burn it off.
This
Yeah,
guy
you know.
has other ways of doing such things.
How good can I cut hair with a fireball?
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna cut it with my sickle, or a dagger, but oh shit!
This
And
guy,
just, like,
not
give
that
him
he
like a
lost his
bob
name,
cut.
has many other ways of doing it.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna try and give him like a bob cut. If his hair is really that long. So.
So, do you wish to stay the night?
Up to you guys. I don't think we really need it, but
Who's-
it's up to you guys.
I definitely don't need it.
I don't think we
Whose
need
house would we be staying at?
How's your
Mine,
standing
of
at?
course.
And
We're standing in
your-
my magnificent mansion.
I know your name is not Mad,
Mad
last name
Mage.
Mage.
Maybe it's
And
first
like
name
just kind of
Mage.
open my arms to be like, are you gonna like tell us your name? Kind of thing.
I don't see why you didn't just ask. My name is Morden Kanan.
She has a
Pleasure
very
to boredom.
sarcastic
Oh, you're
way
a
of
dick.
asking.
Sorry?
She has a very sarcastic way of asking.
It's true.
I was talking about Joker. He said I'm a dick for some reason.
Oh.
That can't be who is supposed to be in this campaign.
Genuinely, it is who is in this campaign.
Wow.
Wait, who? He's from.
Nothing.
Well, meta game wise, Morden Kanan is one of the very legendary wizards from D&D.
Uh,
A lot of the high level
Gotcha.
spells are named after him.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Such as Morden
Morden
Kanan's
Kanan's
magnificent
magical
mansion.
mag-
which
yeah,
you're
it's
currently
weird.
inside.
suppose that makes sense.
level 7 spell.
So you are literally with the creator of said spell.
Cool.
Cool.
Is a certain
mean,
power
I
word
don't
in
really
order?
know
We
the
can do a
rest,
certain power
so-
word.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised they don't flesh him out more, because literally in the Curse of Strahd book, they really give you fuck all information except that it's Morden Kanan. Yeah, there is so much stuff, like, technically he should be being followed by 7 doves, if I remember correctly,
I don't
which are
know.
actually dragons.
We're
That
not
kind
in.
of thing. It's just
We're
like-
not in combat yet, but I'm sure we will be as soon as we leave here.
But I don't think any of us
actually,
are hurt. I don't think we've expended any resources that I know of.
I've
No,
lost
yeah.
3 slots, so I mean, I could.
Really?
I've definitely lost slots for the regenerator.
No, you're a
the-
warlock. Can't you just short rest it?
Yes,
Is
I
that
can.
not the new one?
Nope, that is the new one.
I mean, technically, if you rest here, you get free food.
But we
True.
did
True.
rest. So I don't know how you're down slots. That's why we took a short rest and then
Yeah,
healed
we-
them.
Yeah, and I did a bunch of things.
Okay.
I think.
I
Let me go back
healed
and see.
him 3 times. I tried 3 different things on this motherfucker.
Yeah, you did rest.
If you guys want to do it, it's up to you. I don't
Horrible.
need it, but if you want to do it, I can understand it. Yeah.
No. Actually, what did I do? Hold on. Why am I down spell slots?
I know you did a
I'm
few
going
things.
back through.
Alright, it's up to the rest of the team, to be honest. I don't care.
I don't need it, so it's up to everyone else.
Yeah, I did Form of Dread. Oh yeah, right. I did Phantasmal Force. That's right.
Oh yeah, you guys knocked him out.
Yeah, we did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. That's
There you
right.
go, for anyone interested. There is Morden Kanan.
Yes.
That is literally who it is that you have met.
Cool.
Yeah, so he included many spell inventors whose names are well known. So he's met Coral, Bigby, Gorminge, and Otterloop. So like he's met most of kind of like the famous wizards, that kind of
Ain't
thing.
he just popular?
Hmm.
Actually, what did I use? Anyways.
Hmm.
Oh, my other spell slots are from me leveling up. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
she
you
has
didn't.
it. So Mordenkind later travelled to Barovia in an attempt to free the local populace from its vampire Dark Lord. He underestimated Strahd's power and barely surviving a confrontation with him, he lost his spellbook and his staff and eventually lost his memory.
Oh,
And he became known to locals as the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
cool. All right.
Canonically, he makes his way back to Waterdeep, where Elminster from Baldur's Gate 3 helps him recover his memory. So technically, that would mean that this campaign must be taking place in 1491 DR.
It's before that.
Alright, I guess we're taking a rest
It'll
until
be
you
like-
want it. It's fine.
So yeah, so I'm not a dick joker. It is the guy who's in here.
Okay, okay. I thought you were being a dick. Now you're just a dick because you're a dick.
Nah, you're just a
But yeah,
dick,
there's
'cause
a
you're
lot of little things like that with
bitches.
characters though. It's always quite interesting.
Yeah, Bay did a bunch of things.
Right. Do you want to take a long rest then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dessel, Yep, he's still not here, so I'll just
Sure.
put him on long rest. That's fine.
Why not?
Oh, did I put that in the right one?
Oh no! See, you put it on don't use.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably what
Oh,
happened.
Yeah. So I need to put Adriana 2024.
Yep.
was
That's probably what
looking
happened
for-
last time. Is that you gave
Yeah.
Adriana the regular one, and not the 2024.
Most likely.
Yeah, that's why I'm
where's
missing
Satan
slots.
2024?
Because I should have only been missing one.
Jesus
I went back and looked.
Christ, have you seen Spear of the Dying now? That's
No, I
broken.
haven't actually.
That's broken.
I can't seem to find the new ZeTian, which is odd. Oh no, that's why. Already on there. Dessel. Are you using the 24 Dessel now, or?
I'll try for today, yeah. I'm just, apparently I get 2 more cantrips.
Cool.
Do that again quickly.
Yeah, try
Right.
that. There we go.
What was that you said? Spare the dying.
Spear of the Dying, the new one.
Thank you.
It's fucking broken.
Spells. Cantrips. Spare the dying. What shed is everyone on?
Look at range.
Range 15 feet.
And then
Sure.
look at upgrade.
I wouldn't say it's broken.
From 120 feet. You're fine. You're fine.
That's
You're fine. You're fine.
I mean, bear in mind, it's still very much an action to cast.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I have all my
I
spells
could
ready.
see it being very good to take, if you can get it, as a Eldritch Knight. Because then you could just sacrifice one of your attacks for it. So, like, I could see it being useful having that range, but, like, realistically, you just didn't take Spare the Dying at all in the previous one, so I think giving it range just means it's actually useful.
I always thought it was useful.
No, like... Very rarely did I see anyone ever use it compared to just using a healing word or cure wounds.
question. Are we sleeping in the same room as he is during this rest?
No. As you all accept his offer to stay the night, the upper balcony which you were on, that was just one room, is now 12 rooms.
Wow.
And you're all
Wow.
able to have your own room for the night.
But I want a cuddle buddy.
You may have
Adriana
a cuddle
puts her hand
buddy
up.
if you wish to have a cuddle
Adrian
buddy.
puts her hand up.
Faye accepts, even though she's mad that you're lying.
Why? Wait, why is she lying?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me why you're lying.
Oh, about the other thing. I thought you meant no, because Adriana wants to go to Bay and go, Bay, and I like see if she's awake. Be like, Bay, are you up? So in the morning, I don't want to whisper, so my mic picks it up. I'll go in the morning. Do you want to try and help me convince him to give us money so that we can use the windmill more?
Yes, that sounds like a lovely idea.
How do you want to do that? How do you
Suddenly
want
a
to
voice
convince him?
comes out of the wall. No.
No. We're gonna go. How are we gonna convince him? What are we gonna say?
Faye's like half asleep. She's like, food.
We're gonna convince him with food. Can you cook?
And then she starts snoring again.
Okay. He's just gonna like try to go back to sleep. And then yeah. And I guess in the morning before we leave the room, Adriana would have asked her, been like, "So did you think about what we're gonna do to get him to give us money for the windmill?"
No. No, I didn't. I was asleep. What are we doing now?
Oh, you were asleep? Wow. I asked if you wanted to like convince him to give us gold so we can use the windmill more.
How would we do that?
Well, we shouldn't have creepy music.
I don't know. Maybe
We
convince
can
him that
give-
we have a
Give him a haircut.
maybe. But like I'm talking about like a lot of gold. So like I don't know. We might be able to like sucker him somehow.
You're gonna suck on what now?
Suck
Sucker
on
him
who
into
now?
it. Huh?
Huh?
No, sucker. Not stuck on. I don't know. Ooh. Do you want to try and convince him to join the church? Maybe? I don't know.
We could try. Bip is our smooth talker. What happened to her?
Yeah, I think she's been sleeping for a couple days now. I don't,
Goodness
be
gracious,
really
that little
tired.
fairy.
she must be really tired, so we'll let her sleep.
I can't use a spell on this guy because, I mean, he's way more powerful
True.
than me.
I do have a lot of persuasive nature, so
I do
could.
too. I'm +6.
I'm plus 13.
You see Bup currently passed out at the table. A little sign has been draped over it that says owner hole.
Oh no.
Adriana's like, oh, that's all? I'm like double your persuasive power.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm what you would call an expert.
Well then, why are you asking me for advice?
Oh, I mean,
Co-expert.
that's just with persuasion. You have more brains than I do.
Things just
Adriana
align
has
for
8.
me.
Adriana has 8 intelligence, so.
I
if
guess
that
I
means
do
anything.
have more brains than you.
Yep. So, yeah. Well, you're the creative one, so. I figured you
You
might
don't
know
need
something.
brains to spread them.
Well, technically, I have 0 intelligence. But there's certain things that require intelligence that I am high in, like religion. I know religion.
True.
I mean, intelligence as a basic stat, just pretty much 10 would just put you on par of any average person.
Average person, and yeah, so Adriana's below average
Well, so would I.
when it comes to
be.
smarts. You'd be average.
So Adriana's basically the high school dropout.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which tracks because she would not have gone to school. Knowing things.
I don't think a lot of people go to school in this world.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure school kind of exists, but not really.
Not since Strahd. Probably.
I wouldn't say schools really exist in D&D overall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
It's
Except
pretty
for
much
Strixhaven.
Except for, you
everything's
know,
skilled labor. Everything's a
Yeah.
skill.
the school of Strixhaven. But
Strixhaven,
we'll
yeah,
just
you know.
not count that at all as a
That's
school.
But even then,
Yeah,
it's a specific school that you have to pay for the tuition, so you need the money to get in, all that kind of bollocks. So very
Yeah.
few people would be able to afford it.
True.
It's not like there's universal education, is what I should say.
True. Yeah, no, definitely not.
The nobles and all that would have schools, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of another way where we can convince him to give us money.
Well, whilst
Like,
you
how
quickly
we-
do that, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet.
Ask him if he needs a job while he searches for his. His job is to pay us.
What did we want to do after this? We wanted to go.
We're going to the winery.
We're going to the winery after
To
this.
the winery again.
Thought we were going up the mountain.
thought so
No,
too,
we
I
said we're
wasn't
going
sure.
to the winery to get the supplies first. Don't even.
Oh yeah, you said you needed food. We needed food.
We
right? You
all
said it.
need food.
Sketch said if I changed our pathing, he'd kill me.
I know.
Yeah, actually,
but we
let's go to Ravenloft
But-
instead today.
But there is no reason to listen to the DM.
Yeah, actually listening to the DM. Also, yeah. So we're doing the winery.
But we need supplies because we can't be probably not going to find consistent supplies going up a mountain.
Okay, so
Especially a
instead,
snow-topped mountain.
instead, should we
Instead of
ask him?
going
So,
to
okay,
the
so instead of-
winery.
yeah.
Like, I think what Adriana's suggesting is what I'm gonna suggest. Can we ask him to give us any money and any food?
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe 10 rations of food
Well,
or 40 rations of food.
I don't know what's you and rations. I want real food.
Well, I'm saying it would be real food, but it would be the equivalent of 40 rations.
Since Sketch is gone and we're not in game per se, anything that leaves the mansion that was created in the mansion doesn't exist.
Shit.
You can still ask him, but once you walk through the door, it vanishes.
Right. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I have an idea.
You should still ask him though.
We should ask him. No. We should ask him. Ask the mage to when we're outside. If okay, should we help him find his wand, or should I lend him mine?
I don't know. He said he
'Cause
could
I was
make
gonna
a
say-
new one, so it
I'll-
can't be that special.
True. I was gonna say we could maybe go to the lake and have him zap us some fish, and that could be our rations.
Yeah, he loves to fish like that.
Well, as when he was mad, yeah, but maybe now we can do that. Maybe we could try to convince him that it'd be really funny, and that he'd be like
You've
our
gone
best
from
friend. If
trying to get all out the guy to get him to cast a lightning bolt for you.
he doesn't. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or, you know, maybe he's like he knows Wish. You know, he's powerful.
He doesn't know Wish, actually.
Damn it.
He took a
Um,
different spell. Which he technically demonstrated to you, but you have no idea what it was. No, that's a 7th level spell. There was one point where he clapped his hands, stopped mid-sentence, and appeared somewhere else.
Yeah.
He basically got a shit ton of turns.
Time stop.
That's the one.
Nice.
I think he gets what, 3 turns?
I had to think about that for a
2
second.
turns?
1d4 plus 1.
That was it.
Cool.
Quite a cool little spell. Like, limited uses compared to Wish, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, it has its uses.
Like, you know, maybe he can like use control weather and like give us, you know, make it rain gold coins. You know.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna hurt.
see, my thing with the time slot spell is you can't target anyone else. So the only real use of it
It's prep.
is to buff yourself, and that's
Yeah,
about
it's pure prep.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, like, but it's like you have to use so many spell slots to do that, and there would have to be non-concentration spells, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's
but if
kinda
you
where
can
it's like-
prepare with 4 or 5 turns, imagine how broken you'd be when you start up action again.
Oh yeah.
You're like every buff in the game.
Yeah. not saying it's useless. I'm saying like it's very situational. Comparative to something like which just allows you to essentially access every 8th level spell or lower. So,
Anyways,
what are you doing to try and convince him then?
Is that what
You
we
come
want to do?
down
Like
in the
food?
morning. The foyer has turned into a lovely banquet table, filled with all different kinds of food that you can see in front of you. If you've even thought about a food in your lifetime, it has appeared on this table.
Hold on.
And
Is
every
there
time a
anything-
plate
Um,
enters,
is there
it
anything
seems
above
to-
the waist and below the knees?
What? I don't think that's a food.
You go down and eat it.
Granted, but I don't think it's food.
I will not question him and eat everything in front of him.
Okay. So as you dig into some lovely pickled pig's trotters,
Ugh.
Why is it pickled?
okay,
Can I,
jelly. then.
Why
because
jelly?
because Adriana has you know, she does tiefling things.
Okay.
She has where is it again? Oh yeah, just like spicy tacos. Like they're really spicy. And she's gonna look at Dessel and go, "Do you want to try one of these? They're really good."
Can we not have like hot food? Because things you're describing is cold and disgusting, like pickles and jelly.
You can literally have anything you can think of.
Anything. So I was like, it's like really spicy tacos.
Yeah.
You can
Sketchy's
describe the food you
describing
eat.
things that he's
I don't know
not.
why he's describing it that way, but you can literally have anything you can think of.
Anything you want, yeah.
I want cake
You can have fries and ice cream.
Yeah.
and fries.
Fries.
I want cake and fries. And
Cake and
McNuggies.
fries and ice cream.
Bup probably
cream
also wants
cake.
cake.
I want
You
strawberry
have cake made of fries.
So cake made out of ice cream. With
Ice cream
fries
cake
on
is
top.
good.
Question,
Okay.
You
does
want an ice
cheese
cream
exist?
cake with fries on top.
Yeah.
I want angel food cake with strawberries, French vanilla ice cream, and whipped cream, and then fries on the side.
And no spider broccoli for that very unhealthy breakfast.
And chicken
You know what?
nuggets.
If you do the broccoli fried with some salt and honey and bacon, yeah, sure.
Ooh, sketch.
Fried, salted, and honey broccoli.
Adriana's gonna eat this food and then remember and go, Mordekaiser, do you have almost all food available here? And I'll point to like the kitchen.
The kitchen's pretty much just for show. If you think of a food, it will appear in front of you. It's not real, technically. It's merely a stretch of the weave, just filling in the gap of what you believe to be tasty. It will
Would
give
it-
you the correct nourishment that you could ever want. Quite a wonderful little thing, really.
So if I
As you see
made
him snacking on chocolate after chocolate.
nice.
Oh, and I'm
If I-
unhealthy.
If I made something magical, or wished something magical, would I gain the magical benefits?
No, unfortunately
Go to
not.
Reddit.
The magic is limited in a way to where it can only really recreate mundane food.
You
Okay,
cannot
what if
eat
I
a
had
one
many
piece
people
fruit.
cooking magical dishes in this day and age, though?
What if I took mundane food and then prepared it
To be
to
magical?
be magical? Do you think that would work?
I mean, you could certainly add your own ingredients if you so wished. I would warn you, though, that anything taken out of the mansion does immediately disappear.
So if it's in our tummy,
But-
we're
but-
immediately hungry after?
Hungry? Yeah.
No, the nutrients are still within you. It's quite hard to explain, but imagine this realm is made of pure weave. Weave can give you calories and nutrients as you may be able to take. And once you absorb it into yourself, as it combines with your own magical essence, it is then yours. But if you try to simply take part of the spell with you, it will disintegrate upon leaving. That's the simplest way I can figure describing it to you.
What if I baked a cake, but with half the ingredients from outside the room and half of them from inside, and I tried to carry it to the door? Do they automatically separate?
A curious mind indeed. I have in fact tried that little experiment myself, and it does turn out that yes, they do separate. You just, like, I tried making a cake myself. I used the flour from in here, and I brought in everything else myself, and all the flour was just torn out of the cake, and I was essentially left with butter and eggs mixed together. A strange phenomenon, I assure you.
I want to ask because I just want to cook. I just want to try cooking it. And I don't think we're
if you
gonna
wish
see
to cook,
either of
by
these
all
things.
means. The kitchen is always fully stocked with anything you might need utensil-wise. So if you need utensils, by all means.
So I'm going to look at the table and have brood mother tentacle and phial of ooze mucus from a polyhedrus. I guess polyhedrus. I'll have those two things appear on the on the thing. Those are the first two boss monster things, by the way. I'm not gonna do the other ones.
That's certainly an interesting cuisine you were trying to make there.
And then I'll be right back. And then I guess I'm assuming I can find like flesh and blood and fat in the kitchen and eggs and whatever.
Yeah, all of it's there. You just won't be able to leave with it.
Can I try and make the food?
Go ahead and roll a chef skill check with what was your one?
Chef. Game blah blah blah. As part of your short rest, blah blah blah. Prepare enough food first thing.
Are you using your ration making thing or something else?
I'm gonna try and make the replenishing meal. You can cook special food if you have the ingredients. You prepare enough food for a number of creatures up equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus. So I'm gonna just make, I guess, 5 if you want one. But it would be 8. So I could have extra if we want. But that's all it says. I don't think I also have the. I don't think I gave myself. Oh no, there it is. And then it just says improve flavor or detect spoiled. It doesn't let me like craft it. It's weird.
Yes, load the thing again to make sure I understand what it is you're doing.
Well, is it you said I could make some of the food and you would give me like I'd have to figure out what the benefits were, or detriments or whatever you want to call them. Not the non-benefits.
Yeah, that kind of food you wouldn't be able to impart the magical stuff from another creature.
What if I have the ingredients?
The ingredients are essentially make-believe. That's why he was trying to tell you. The ingredients don't exist, they are just there. So they don't actually have the properties you're looking for.
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, I was gonna try and make some fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Or try to. That we would, like, we definitely will never see those two creatures.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely make the food, make the dish, but it won't have any magical effects.
Okay, I'll make them.
You're essentially making a mundane version of that dish, essentially.
Okay. What do I roll? Because I want to make everybody eat it.
This would be. I mean, since you're just cooking a mundane dish, I would say you'd be able to do this with no issues.
Yeah.
You got the stuff there.
Yeah, utensils, and
need
I can
to-
craft rations and stuff. I can just improve it with a. This is a DC 10. I can improve the flavor. That's
Well, I mean,
the
it's
only thing I can do.
I keep losing Helena's guide, damn it.
But this is funny. There's no like cooking skill.
So for those who are curious, we are using Helena's guide to monster hunting for the cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
And still not used to it.
No.
So you're looking at cooking, look out. And you're trying to make. What do you call out again?
A boleth ramen and jello shots. Aboleth?
Jello shot.
And jello
Yeah,
shots. Yeah. Yeah.
I can at least send a picture of what the jello shot looks like.
Hell yeah.
The shame doesn't have a picture of all of them.
Yeah. The ramen, I'm assuming, just
There
looks
you
like
go.
ramen.
There is a jello shot.
Oh, damn.
That is a,
Like a D20.
sexy
You guys-
jello shot. Would take.
As you see Adriana head into the kitchen, after a little while, she comes out with a very strange dish.
Here.
You can see this
Oh.
jello that seems to have been formed into a strange
One or-
dice-like shape and placed in front of you.
It says I must have one or more controlled tokens to use.
So you got
Oh, there it
Which one
goes.
are you?
Now it rolled.
No.
Improve the flavor.
Oh,
All right, that's an 18. So that it tastes good.
But yeah, so each jello shot is essentially the shape of a dice. So you got a D4, a D6, a D8, a D12, and a D20.
Amazing.
And they're all topped with cream, and they taste absolutely delicious. Something you did not expect to be whipped up in this place, something you've never tasted before. And when Adriana explains to you how rare the polyhedrus is, you realize it's quite possible you'll never eat this again.
Yep.
Quite the rare delicacy you have whipped up there. I would never have thought of making monster pieces into a food.
Well,
Very
they have
strange palate.
organs and meat and flesh and other things.
You are not wrong. You are
just
not
like
wrong.
a cow or a sheep. So yeah.
I suppose it's just the natural danger of such monsters. You wouldn't think of breeding them for food or anything like that. So
Yeah,
it's just
there
not the first thing that comes to mind when something is just done gnawing on your leg to turn around and eat it. I commend you for your scholarly spirit.
There are definitely some things you should not eat. There's lots of poison.
I could imagine.
And things like frogs.
There's
Oh, no,
poisonous
no, what are they-
snakes. You wouldn't eat
what are they
those.
called?
So I can imagine the same would be true for monsters.
What's that like devil frog? It's like Beelzebub frog or something. What is that called?
No idea what you're talking about.
We fought it in like the first campaign we did.
Are you thinking of a slotty?
No, like the big frogs. That
You
like
saw
ate
about the
Ori.
ones that were in the race and they turned into giant frogs.
Oh, them ones. They were just
Yeah,
giant
like-
frogs.
No. We were in the cave and they ate Ori, or they tried to eat Ori.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I
those
got
were giant-
pushed
they were
into
just giant
the
frogs.
Those are
frog
just giant
jizz.
frogs.
Oh,
Yeah, they had a tribe name, and that was it.
Yeah.
okay. I thought they were like
you did
devil
have,
frog or
um,
something. I can't
You
remember
did
what
come
they're called.
across slotty, which were giant frogs.
Yeah.
But they're more akin to demons than frogs, technically.
Yeah, and I'll say like those have poison sacs in them, so probably not the best thing to eat unless you want to die right after.
Or if you cast Cure Poison on yourself, might be a delectable treat.
Maybe. I wouldn't risk it.
Resist to poison.
But
Is
a
this
right
poison?
taste. You never know.
Have
Or,
you?
if you're really smart about it, you can have
tried
a
it?
cleric. Sorry?
Have you tried it himself?
I haven't,
you
but
tried it?
I did have the idea that if you had a cleric in your party, I believe they have a spell that they can invoke from their patron. It's purify food and drink. So
Yes.
if you had a cleric in your party, you could purify it and then cook it. That would open up all sorts of different food for you.
It's crazy. I do have that. I can do that.
Yeah, and I can detect if it's poison with my kit.
Exactly.
utensils.
But then
It
I
could
would
work
always have
very
to have
well.
that ready.
Yeah.
No, technically you could just cast it whenever, because I'm just gonna look this up before I say it, but I'm pretty sure you could technically use it on rotten food.
What? Purify
No,
it?
sorry. Like, I mean, I need
Yeah.
to have it. I have to have it checked.
Guess I haven't prepared.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you remove poison and rot from non-magical food and drink. So you would lose any magical effect from it, unfortunately. As it would no longer
So
be a
it just-
magical ingredient.
You just turn into a normal type food if it's a magic.
Yeah. But if you ever found rotting food, you could use that to make more rations. That kind of thing. So it's still a very useful spell in that kind of survival campaign. It's just a shame spells like Goodberry exist, really.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Not a shame to me.
Yeah,
Well, no.
it's great.
That's the thing, like
Carry
Goodberry...
it.
I don't know why Purify Food and Drink is a higher level spell than Goodberry when Goodberry essentially is rocking food and drink for free.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bit... yeah.
Ah!
Kind of defeats the
I
purpose
break
when
away for a
both
bit.
Cleric
My brother
and
is in
Fluid
town.
get access
Good
to
luck,
both.
Let's
It's like,
adventurers.
Disco,
you
thank
may
you.
as well just...
What did you want? What are you bidding? What are we doing? I know you have to go away, but you still get to choose.
I think I know what that is.
I think that that's
Or wait. Only 1,500. Okay, so
yeah,
never
it's
mind.
15. So
I didn't
it
do
could
math right.
be a boon, or well, it could be many boons, or it could be Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
It is 1,500 bits.
Yeah,
That could be a Strahd.
Yeah.
whatever Sketch thinks is best. So 3 boons or a Strahd. Thank you so much, Disco. I hope you have good visits.
Let me read something.
I was saying Mary had a little lamb. What's up with that?
Oh no, that is not a nice laugh.
Whatever Sketch thinks is best. Oh no, it's 3 Banes. We're dead. 07.
Yeah.
No, I said 3 boons or Strahd. That's it. That's all his choices are.
3 Banes. We all trip over a rock and get 10d10 damage.
We all die. Yeah, 10d10.
Trip over a rock, fall. We started rolling down a hill and
Yeah.
right off a cliff.
Knock ourselves
Yep.
out, land face
Into a bunch
into
of
the water,
spikes.
and drown.
Yeah, into a bunch of spikes, and then the spikes flood, and we're drowning in the water. But we're stuck to the spikes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good times.
Just give me 1 minute.
Rookies.
Does he? No, it doesn't have it. It would make no sense. Boo. So you guys continue in your time in the mansion.
I was just gonna, make
Which he is not welcome in, so yeah.
and say, Once you find your wand and things, is there anything? Like, will you just be staying here?
I do not know. I failed in my attempt to kill Strahd. I feel I need to do more preparation before I attempt to take him on again, as well as check in on other projects I had going at the time. Of
so
course.
you wouldn't.
With you guys here, maybe you will succeed before I manage to return.
Obviously, you don't want to. You have to do stuff by yourself. You don't want to come with us.
Fortunately, I have many things on my plate.
You may have many things,
I would,
but you might
at one
find
point, have definitely joined you, but
you might
not
find
now.
what you're looking for along the way, and we have a place for all of us to stay and travel in.
I appreciate the kind offer, but no, I really should separate. There's some personal matters I need to take care of.
I'm gonna say, before you go on your personal matters, when I was growing up in Vallaki, oh, by the way, Strahd may have gone to Vallaki, and it's not good there. So I'd avoid that. But on a lighter note, when I was growing up in Vallaki, I always heard rumors of you lightning bolting the fish in the lake. And I've never seen it myself. And I kind of want to witness that.
You wish me to cast lightning on the lake?
Yeah. Because you see, your plate may be full, but our plates are starting to get empty, so food is something that we would need.
So you want me to do a spot of fishing for you? Very
It
well.
would be really, and she'd be like, it'd be really cool to see. And she's gonna like puppy dog eye him.
I'm sure I can spend a couple minutes to cast such a spell for you.
Let's go.
Shall we head down to the lake?
There you
We'll catch you some fish, and then I shall be on my way. And I wish you all sincerely the best of luck.
Thanks.
And as you all head towards the lake, put his map on again. You watch as he rolls up his sleeves. Haven't done this in a few days. You watch as lightning starts to crackle along his fingers, as he starts to swirl them around, almost like a small snake or serpent is slithering between his fingers. And then suddenly he dips his hands in, screams an incantation that means nothing to a lot of you, as lightning suddenly shoots out from his fingers, and hitting the water just spreads out in a line, and kills quite a few fish, which then float to the top. You watch as he uses various methods of spells, Mage Hand, Unseen Servant, as he starts to reel them all in. Caught about probably 3 days worth of fish in one go for the party.
3 days of fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I won't lie, that was quite enjoyable.
That was amazing.
They do say I am quite amazing. Some people have even said they'd name a spell after me.
Maybe one day.
Yes, maybe one day. Anyway, I should see myself off. I wish you the best of luck. As he says that, he claps his hand and disappears.
Oh, I thought I was gonna walk
Bye.
away, and I was gonna do like a cheesy like end of the movie where like the kids are like, like waving and like by the fence and like
He's just gone.
he's just gone though.
Yep.
Just
Damn.
gone.
Then you find yourselves on the far shore of Langzarovich. You see your cobbled together boat to your right, ready to go. The lake in front of you. You see the fishing boat still fishing out in the middle of the lake. The man's standing now. You can see he seems visibly upset about something. What do you wish to do?
If I fly over the water, like there's no way, are there like a lot of waves on here? I know it's a lake, but there would be like if there's like a lot of
I
wind.
mean, there's ripple
it might be
water,
choppy.
but there's not massive
It's not-
waves or anything.
It's not choppy. Okay. I'll tell the party if they want to get on the boat, they can. But I'm gonna fly to him and be like, "Did you see that lightning in the water? What the hell was that?" Like I'm gonna fly up.
That
to
was
the guy.
you!
I don't
Screwed up my
know.
fish!
I don't know how to
Trying
use.
fish
I don't know how to
get-
use lightning,
to get
so
fish!
wasn't me.
You screwed it!
Well, you
I
can have
I
one
used
fish.
my good luck charm? I can't believe you would do that!
Would you like a fish?
I would love a fish!
I picked one up on the way here because it was floating on the water.
I
I'll
mean,
just
they
hand
should
him a
all
fish.
be floating on the water now.
He takes the fish and goes, "Thank you." And as he says that, you can smell the alcohol on his breath. He is incredibly drunk.
I'll go, "Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that was scary. I thought maybe you might have gotten electrocuted out here."
I was just a bloody mage, most likely.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Anyway,
about
back
him.
to fishing. Whoosh!
What's your good luck charm?
Ah, it's thrown overboard now.
Why?
It's probably gone blub 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 down
Well-
the bottom there.
Why would you? But if it was good luck, why would you throw it overboard?
Sacrifice to the fishing gods, obviously.
What was it?
Yeah. So what did you sacrifice?
You're not there, Joe.
Oh,
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna be like, "What did you?" I mean, if you guys are in the boat, you might get here, depending where he is.
Just something useless, really. Just meant
What
to
do
give
you-
me good luck if I throw it overboard.
Would it
all I
give
brought
me
it for.
any luck?
What?
Would it give me any luck?
Doubt it. It's probably not doing very well down there now. It's right down the bottom.
Why is it not doing well?
Well, generally speaking, if you're not a fish, you don't breathe underwater.
So it's something that's alive.
Oh boy.
I mean, it certainly was alive.
Oh dear.
Don't know if it is now.
So wait a second. I'm gonna read this again.
Wasn't that guy been fishing for like 18 hours?
Yeah,
Yep.
right. What the heck? Yeah, that thing is definitely dead. Where is my? Oh, there it is.
It's been 8 hours plus
I
another
can
hour.
teleport.
Plus the
I
time limit.
arrive at the spot desired. Or one describe. Can I use a dimension door, but place the dimension door, because it has a 500-foot range? Or does it have to be on me?
What do you mean?
Can I place the dimension door 500 feet away?
It's not a real door. It's you cast the spell and you teleport 500 feet away.
But
It's
like
just
I
called
teleport.
dimension-
Yeah.
It's just called dimension
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was saying,
You
but
can't
it
target
starts-
something else with it and bring it
It's
back.
like Misty
That's-
Step.
that's-
It's like Misty Step, except
Misty Step.
it's called a door, and it goes
Gotcha.
farther.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I'm trying to think of something that I can like.
And you can take somebody with you if you're the same size.
But I don't have anything that's that far away.
There is a spell that actually makes gateways like that, doorways, but that you don't have.
Yeah. No.
It's
It's
not
called
yet.
Gateway.
Called gateway. Question: Phantom Steed is a horse-like creature.
Indeed, yeah.
Yep.
Horse.
Can I make it a seahorse?
Cool.
Let me have a look at the spell.
It says it appears on the ground, but if the ground is water, and it's,
Large quasi-real horse-like creature appears on the ground in unoccupied space. You decide the creature's appearance. It is equipped with a saddle, bit, and bridle. Any equipment created by the spell vanishes in the past carried more than 10 feet for the duration. Can ride. It uses the riding horse stat block, except has a speed of 100 feet. Because it's using the riding horse stat block, that technically means it needs to breathe.
yeah.
But then it also states that it can look like what you want.
That's like if I make it a seahorse, it has gills, so it doesn't have to breathe.
I suppose.
So, if I remember correctly,
I'd like to go get this thing.
Get what thing? I wasn't paying attention for everything.
The bag he threw over.
It's not like you can't create a familiar that can go down there.
I could do that, but that's gonna cost me 10 gold.
Oh no. A whole 10 gold or like half of 10 gold?
A whole 10 gold.
the whole 10
And I-
electrum pieces.
And I can only do that 10 times or 12 times. As of right now.
So,
Yeah.
it would still be faster than you. It wouldn't technically have a swim speed, but it would have a 50-foot underwater speed because you half your speed essentially. So it would still be faster than you.
Yes.
So it's up to you. Yes, it could.
Then I would like to cast it.
Then you cast Phantom Speed.
Here, where is
Phantom
it?
Speed. It's Phantom Steed, and you summon what looks like a horse with fins.
Cool.
Because you don't know what a seahorse is.
Sure, yeah. And then I'm gonna hop on the seahorse and swim down to get the thing.
Okay. It says quasi-real, so I'm going to say it doesn't need to breathe, to be honest, as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
a
I
bit
also
weird,
do
isn't
not know.
It is a
I
phantom.
also do not need to breathe.
So as you
I
head
shall
down,
cast them.
it is about a 200-foot depth, this lake. And you can see on the bottom is the burlap sack.
I'm gonna pick
You
it
pick it up, it's quite heavy. What's your
Mhm.
lifting capacity?
80 pounds.
Then you struggle to lift it. It is underwater, so that does help.
Mm-hmm.
But you need the help of your steed to be able to bring it back up to the surface as you
That's what I was
lump it on the back of
figuring.
your steed as you swim back up.
Yeah.
As you break the surface, the guy looks at you and goes, "What are you bothering to collect that for? You do what you want, I guess."
And I'll go, I found buried treasure.
That didn't seem very buried to me.
Yeah, it was buried. He couldn't see me 200 feet underwater.
Oh, maybe someone else dumped things there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple things
Oh.
down there.
You wouldn't happen to have any alcohol on you, would you?
Um,
Starting to
Actually,
run
hold
a
on.
bit dry.
do I have any alcohol on me? I don't think I do. Trying to think. No, I don't think I have. Yeah. I'll go. I'm
Oh
actually
yeah.
dry.
Fucking
I
useless.
don't have
Man.
any.
You get on with it. You get on with your business. Leave me to my fishing. You're scaring the fish. Fucking
Can,
get.
can I use bee speech to
Sure.
talk to fish
Yeah,
and be
sure.
like, fishy,
Oh.
fishy, fishy, come here and talk to the fish. See if they come.
Roll a persuasion check.
But for the fish to listen to Adriana.
Oh yeah. Like, if you were walking about town and a random person just came up to you and went, "Fishy, fishy, come here," would you do it?
But I'm talking to the fish.
Human, come here.
Yeah,
I mean, I am tiny human, so probably.
probably. Yeah. Well, that's a not one, but it's a 14. So how are the fish?
14.
But it's
You
a
managed to
nat
get
Roll a one.
a few of the less experienced fish swimming towards you. More likely being the ones that will get caught over and over again because they don't learn their lesson.
Right. So I'll be like, look, there's fish over there, and I'll point to like 5 of them that are like swimming around. I didn't scare
You
them
see
off.
them just come up and start bobbing against the water. Bob, 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 bob.
Excellent. Yeah. And then I'll be like, okay, bye. And then I'm gonna swim away on the steed to where the rest of the party is with the bag.
As you swim away, you hear a massive splash as the guy is now somewhat over the boat trying to grab the fish.
Amazing.
And you just hear a get back.
And then I'm gonna
As you
go
get
to
back to shore.
I'm gonna go to ZeTian and go, look, I have a present for you. I don't know what it is, but it's a present for you.
Do I identify that?
Yeah, you see a sack that seems to be quite heavy. Probably about 120 pounds, give or take.
Oh dear.
Okay, I open the sack and see what it is.
Then, opening the sack, you see a small blonde-haired girl inside. Dead, drowned,
Ah!
probably about 7 years old.
What?
The fuck?
7?
He threw a girl over?
I pass it back to Adriana. What is this?
I don't know. I found it at the bottom of the lake. I figured, I don't know what it was, but I thought maybe you might like it, but... And I'm gonna look into the bag and go,
With the
Yeah.
sack now opened,
yeah.
you can tell 2 things about this young girl. One, she is clearly a Vistani. You can tell from her clothing, you've seen them enough around Barovia. And 2, she is a dark elf.
Dark elf.
And 3, yet another person we did not save.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I can, Zom, how many spell slots do you have?
How far is this person out? Like-
uh,
In the water now?
what are you,
Adriana's back on the shore.
what are
no,
you
the
looking
person
for?
that we saw throw this in the first place.
I have Speak with Dead, but
About
if you want to
400
use
feet
Speak with
away.
Dead, you can. But I don't know how many. I think I have more spell slots than you. But it's up to you.
Speak with dead.
Speak with Dead, yeah.
400 feet.
Where? I don't even think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it prepared.
Oh, okay. So it'll just be me. Do we want to speak to her?
Yeah?
I mean, is she like a sacrifice or something?
I feel like she
I don't
was
know.
the sacrifice.
That's what I'm gonna ask her.
The thing that was living that isn't now.
I know it was like 40 feet away from either side of the river, but does this look like the same sack that we saw the guy throw in the first place?
Looks about the right size.
I'm very sorry, but I was trying very hard to be awake, but I cannot.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're okay.
It's alright.
You just have to be ZeTian for the night.
Okay.
Don't kill her off.
Considering it's 12 o'clock, I don't think we're going to get to anything major.
No.
Probably not.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good
night.
night.
Do we want to ask her?
Since ZeTian's gone, I'm going to give you possibly a bit of help since there's only the three of you now.
Yep.
Can all three of you roll for me a history check?
I don't want it.
Wow.
Alright.
Don't have
God
any
damn it.
I don't have any history.
I doubled you.
Ha!
You did.
Both. I beat.
Wow,
both of you
we
combined.
all rolled a
Wait.
2, basically.
Can I re-roll?
Just look what your help gave us.
Where's my
Wait.
3 and a
fucking-
4.
Wait. I'm gonna use one of my second wins.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm actually a halfling. I have to re-roll 1s and 2s.
Okay.
One
Go
second, I
ahead
don't know.
and use Flash of Insight and roll again.
I will.
Thank you, Zombae. Jesus. Yay!
Yay!
I have to actually manually
So-
roll it.
Bay,
Yeah.
being closer to both this body and a man in your recent past, you realize this little girl and Savid, the dark elf you met at Argynvost, look incredibly similar.
Oh shit.
And you remember that he was saying about trying to track down his little sister, Arabella.
Arabella, no, she's
Where
dead.
the hell was Argynvost again?
Down
Argynvost
near
was
the
temple of
mountain.
Silver Dragon that you
I don't
went to.
really remember
Yeah.
either, but
Yeah, down by the mountain there.
down,
probably near the
down
Amber Temple,
by
so
the
it's cold.
river.
Yeah, Argynvost ult, yeah.
Yeah. Savid you met, and he is currently residing in the Church of Apep. As
Yeah,
you couldn't find anywhere to go.
that guy.
Yep. So let's
Well,
I'm gonna put her back in the bag and put it on Newt.
Okay.
So Newt can carry her.
I was thinking of something. Seeing as I think this is the same bag, and this person is now dead, Kyle is now dead, I'm gonna longbow the guy on the boat.
Do it.
Excellent. He's distracted, so it's a disadvantage, right?
He doesn't deserve
yeah.
to live.
What is the...
For him to
It's
save.
150,
Biggest
600.
range.
150, 600. That's what I was looking up.
Do you have Sharpshooter?
No.
Then it will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I figured.
Wait, but he's distracted, so wouldn't it be at a normal roll? Because it would be an advantage normally.
It's
He's
still,
not looking.
it's still
I-
under 400 feet.
Can
Yeah.
I?
And to a
funny.
point, he would technically be prone right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that would
no.
technically give a disadvantage, so I'm being nice as it is.
I'm gonna
What
do
if
that.
I also insect plague him?
At 400 feet?
Yeah. Oh, I have to be 300. Well, I could be on Newt and fly over a little bit.
Yeah, I was
Well,
like,
I
why
wa-
can't we just take the boat?
I'm gonna get us on the boat and start us moving, but I'm gonna start shooting from here while I'm here.
Okay.
It did not ask me if I could get there's disadvantage.
Well,
Oh, not one.
Wow. Wow.
Fire an arrow, and you hit a fish.
Oh, I keep
And-
firing.
You see him grab the arrow on the boat, hold it up, and start cheering. Fire again.
Oh yeah, I could have just hit the thing again. Oopsie. Wow, this guy's gonna
Oh.
live forever.
Yeah, he is. You're a terrible shot.
As you go for another shot, I hope you're counting down your arrows, because
I
there's
am
no
doing it
way
right
you're
now.
retrieving these here.
Yeah,
As you fire
I'm gonna-
again, it whiffs past his ear.
As he does that, and I see it miss, I'm gonna go. I'll go, Dessel, you could absolutely snipe this guy right between the eyes. Okay, I know you have it in you. And I'm gonna give
And
you a
are
D6.
we getting like I would be jumping in the boat and getting having everybody else get us closer at the same time, just in case he runs for it, but also having maybe somebody fly there. But I'm gonna keep going.
Go ahead and add that bardic inspiration
Oh, to the original or
to the one you just rolled.
the new one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
The second or third attack?
The second.
Oh, okay.
that
So I assume Adriana would do that as you start firing, like notice the
What
moment
the
you
hell
fire.
is it? A 1d6?
What do
You can just click on bardic inspiration in there.
Oh, I knew that. I was testing you. This game
I was testing you.
Do you know the funny thing is? He's
And
a
was it-
commoner, so it still hits.
I figured it was a commoner.
Let's
That's why an
go.
arrow might be able to do it, but I didn't know if it was fucking 10.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh God.
Uh,
He has like 2 health.
wow, I can't roll worth a damn.
No, you can't.
5 points of damage. Now I've got to remember what a commoner's HP pool is. I think that is actually a kill.
It might be.
Yeah, they really don't have much. I just
No.
don't remember off the top of my head.
I
What
think
they
a commoner is.
have.
I think a commoner is 4.
Yeah, pretty sure it is. Yep. So, as you bring back the longbow for the next shot, you fire, and as he's holding up the arrow with the fish on it, you just see him suddenly go limp and then fall into the water below you.
He deserved it.
Sketch. I'm gonna. How far are we from it?
You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Yay.
How far are we from the boat?
You feel the pain of St. Andrew being very disappointed that you decided to take the violent route to dealing with this.
He deserved it.
No. Sketch.
You played judge, jury, and executioner.
He did. He really did.
Not the way of a righteous person.
Yikes.
You're falling back into your old ways.
True. I'm gonna go
Kitsune,
into my.
however, is very pleased.
Oh. Sketch up. Are we within 120 feet of the boat?
Yeah, it's 400 feet out.
The boat is 400 feet out?
His boat is
Yeah.
the guy I just shot at is 400 feet away.
Alright, I'm gonna fly within 120 feet and throw one of these at the boat.
I don't believe Firebolt actually has the ability to set it on fire, if that's what you're
A
trying to do.
flammable
Hang on.
object hit by the
Oh, wait,
spell.
no, yes,
turns
it
red.
does.
No,
Yeah.
Firebolt's the
Yeah.
one that does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it used to not. do
No, it always
specifically.
did. It's the one that did to do it.
It's the only one that does, though, I think. Other than lightning bolt.
Yep. So, yep. The boat sets on fire. And
Yay!
after a couple
Yeah,
minutes,
that's-
starts to sink.
I'm just gonna. It does. Oh wow. Yeah, 15 damage.
It's set
Fire.
on fire. It would
Big
burn
time.
eventually, anyway. Yeah. But with
I
a
don't
15, you smash a hole clean through the hull as you fling this fireball at it, setting
Yeah,
it on
hell yeah.
fire. It takes on water, sinks to the bottom of the lake. As you feel a little bit better about yourself.
I'm gonna go back to Dessel and wipe my dust my hands off and go. There you go. No evidence.
Don't care if there was any. Who's going to condemn us? The town that's burned to the ground just south of us?
I mean, he clearly
is
killed this girl, so.
Yeah, and he probably belonged to the town that no longer exists either. Who's going to condemn us?
Nope. Nobody.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't
Actually,
suppose
wait.
anybody can do anything for her.
No, she's been dead for over a day.
Well, about
Or
half a
whatever.
day. Yeah.
How long it's been? Yeah.
About half a day.
I could speak with dead. But I'm gonna do that probably at the for the dude.
Well, I think we gotta go across the lake anyways. We should take her with us.
Buff,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Scout.
I already put her on mute.
And I go across the lake, seeing as I'm like one of the only assholes that can't fly.
Yeah, I'm with you in the boat and ZeTian, so.
So, Bay. Just to let you know, if you do wish to help this girl, you do have the ability to do so.
What? Did ask.
I do.
Oh god. We're all gonna die.
She's new to the class, and they have actually changed the spell in 2024. Before,
Oh.
it wouldn't have worked. Now it does.
No longer 1 minute.
Revivify works now when they're.
Revivify isn't the one. It would be a 5th level spell.
Oh.
Um,
I don't have those.
Raise the dead.
Raise the Dead only used to work for 1 day, but now it works for 10 days.
No, but she would be
It would cost you 500 gold pieces.
dead.
Jesus Christ.
Though.
Well,
no?
technically, also, she hasn't been dead for more than a day, anyways.
No.
Revivify is still within a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I meant the raise the dead part. You said it went from 24 hours to 10 days. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it might have worked, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure
I
it
was
wouldn't have
gonna
worked
do something,
before.
Oh, the old one was still 10 days.
Oh, was it? No, fair enough. Well, you have the ability to say that if you so wish. It would cost you 500 gold pieces.
Well, it says it costs a diamond worth 500 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I have art. I have art that has the 2 of them are 250 gold pieces.
I have
Will
art
that work?
that's worth 750 pieces.
Yep.
You would need to find somewhere to exchange it for a diamond, and you'd have to do it within 10 days.
I'm gonna draw a diamond in the corner.
Sir Mage Guy,
yours?
do you want to buy some art from me?
Yeah, right. You want my art?
He's gone.
He's,
All
Yeah, he
right.
did.
I'm just calling into the abyss. Maybe he'll hear me.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, dead drunk guy, you want to buy some art?
Yeah, drunk guy.
We could. Well, we still have like 9.5 days ish, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
We could go back and specifically look through the rich people's houses to find a diamond worth something valuable.
I was gonna.
The northern end of the city, specifically just for that.
I'm
Right.
pretty
but
sure
I know we
everything
looted up
is
the town as
gone.
much as we could, but we weren't looking for something very specific.
Yeah,
I could
before
ask.
you were looking generally, and looking specific generally does give you a boost to your chances, so you might find one.
Or,
Well,
hear
that's a-
me
that's-
out, we
that's a-
might find money at the winery because it just sounds ritzy. Blah.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I'll tell Bay. I'll go. Remember that spell that you used?
I
to
knew an
ask-
art lover named Callie, but
The-
alas.
Yeah, right.
God damn it.
But you could ask it 3 questions. That
Huh?
spell. I know how to do that
Oh,
now.
okay,
I
yeah.
like studied it and like I figured out how to do it. So I was gonna cast that when we got back to the windmill, and then so that way he can talk to his daughter.
I mean,
You
I
don't
don't
know if it
mind
was
bringing her
spiritual.
back once we get there. It is what it is.
I don't know. Is it?
No, you don't
They-
know what relationship she had. You just know he was looking for a girl named Arabella.
Or that girl? Sure.
I can
This might be that girl.
bring her back, but I don't know if he wants that, so we'll wait till we get back there.
That's what I was- yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we can go to the windmill, figure that out, and then if we want to rob for lucky again, we can try.
Not robbing,
But
we're
maybe-
just looting at this point.
I
Robbing's
just-
different.
I don't really
Or
want to go
moving
back there. We just keep going back there. It's dead. It's done. Let's
True.
move on from there.
Yeah, I just think he might just want some closure. So if we just, I mean,
He
It
can go
wouldn't
back there himself.
cost me much to do, so. No, I make closure with
Oh.
this girl.
Yeah, well, when we
If
go
it's, if it's her.
back to the windmill.
Mm-hmm. So I think we should go to the windmill. That's where like Adriana wants to go.
And then
I
have
just need
it-
to check something.
Get us maybe closer downwards, I guess.
Maybe? But yeah, if we're going towards the winery, sure. Why not? Joker, are you cool with us going back to the windmill? Is there
Do
anything?
whatever you want.
I just want to make sure there's nothing that you wanted to do out here. I don't think there is, but
You guys
You
can
guys
do whatever
get-
you want.
did you guys get what you wanted from the mage and stuff?
I don't think I wanted anything from him.
Oh, okay.
He was just
You're
the
just being
mystery.
nosy and wanted to see.
Yeah, he was just a mystery.
I had no. I was ready to go to like the Amber Temple or something. I was
He
the
was
only
like,
one that
I
didn't-
want to go on an adventure.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
he
I was
did
like,
give us
okay.
good information. He gave us more information on
He
the
did.
cards.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking there's nothing else like around here that you're like, oh, we gotta check that out.
No.
Okay. Okay. Aren't we close to the windmill? It's like just outside town.
I believe
You are.
so.
By this time, you'd be about essentially a day away, so you'd have 8 days left on Arabella's timer.
Wait.
You can only be dead
Isn't
for
it-
10 days for the spell to work, and it's been about a little over half a day.
Half a day. But I was saying, but isn't so we got across the lake, but isn't the lake at the top of Valaki?
Valaki. We went through Valaki to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't take a day to walk through Valaki.
It does where we left the windmill at the crossroads.
Okay. I was like, that's long. But okay. So it'd take us a day. In Valaki, are there any like animals at all? Wolves,
The only animals
squirrels,
that were
rabbits.
left were pigs that you slaughtered.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
saying like anything.
The immediate area has been deathly quiet.
Okay. All right. So there's nothing to hunt.
Leave a message.
Me?
Oh, no, it wouldn't have had it.
Dude was just asking a question. but-
Oh, okay. I was like, I did not get it.
Do you see it, Joker? Because I can look it
Yeah.
up if you remember.
No, I know exactly where it is.
Answered your question then?
Yeah, I just wrote why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Never mind. But with my newfound magical abilities, will I be able to figure out if I could put several together in the value of one?
So you're trying to combine them? Do you have... What spell were you thinking of doing?
Well, I don't know if I can just use it as just random material components as like 10 or something, or whatever the hell it would be. I don't think I'd use any spell, just as individuals could they work.
No, they have to be specifically a diamond of 500. Is to do... Oh, Sayurs! Hello!
What?
Hello.
And
Hello.
when my
Oh.
chatters
Hi.
a bit.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello, Sayurs!
Okay, no problem.
I just saw him pop in and just surprised me.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it would work either.
But yeah, it's specifically to do with the gem type itself. So it's
Yep.
like the difference between diamond, sapphires, and that kind of thing.
Right. Mm.
Alright.
Hmm.
Okay. So do you travel back to the windmill with this dead young girl?
Sure wish I had Tensor's floating disc right about now.
Yep. Yep,
I know, right?
we do
Do you-
travel back.
Would you like to take it instead of shield right now, just for this moment?
If I could change it back, yes.
No.
No. You're not allowed.
All right.
One day I'll have it.
Then we head back to the Church of Apep
Yeah.
with Savid and the unnamed commoner from Kresk. Esmeralda.
Yeah.
All currently sat around the table, seemingly just doing minor chores around the windmill. As you
it
come
should
in
be.
with sack in hand,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I'm gonna say, Savid, can you come over here a second?
Of course. What do you need? I hope your adventure out to Vallaki went well.
Oh, yeah. That girl you were looking for, can you describe her for me?
Well, she's my younger sister, so very much like me. Though she had blonde hair, which was quite strange for us Dusk Elves. That's actually why we were cast out of our village so many years ago,
And
and why we've ended up joining the Vistani.
how old is your younger sister? And I'm gonna
She's
like
only
emphasis
7.
it.
That's why I was chasing her down to try and find her. Who knows what may have befallen her if I don't find her in time.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder and go, buddy. Listen.
Buddy, pal. Good sir.
Faye has something she wants to tell you, and like,
Listen.
Have you found a lead on my sister? You must tell me, where is she?
I need you to come into the back room with me. And Newt.
There isn't a back room.
Shut up,
You could
come-
go upstairs, if that's what you mean.
Yes. Come upstairs.
Then
with
you take him upstairs along with Newt, the massive donkey that walks up the stairs with you.
I don't know if we need Newt anymore. You can just carry the bag.
me. Yeah, but I was gonna push it on Newt.
Oh, Newt did it?
Newt, you tell him. No, I'm going to, I was using Newt as a table, basically. I was going to, kind of lay the body on his back and be like, can you tell me, or can you identify this as the person you are looking for?
You see him immediately silent, seeming unable to come to any words, as he places his hand on her forehead. Yes, this is her. I'm so sorry, Arabella. And starts to burst into tears.
is it? Are the tears loud? Like, are his crying loud? Sorry.
Yeah, he's not hiding it. Very much.
I'm
everyone
gonna-
can hear.
I'm gonna like go up the stairs and like knock on the floor, and be like, "So sorry, is this a bad time?" Oh, clearly it is. And
He
she's gonna be
seems
like,
to pay no attention to you.
I'm gonna stand next to Bay and just say, like I guess I'm yelling over his cries, and say, "Would you like to speak with her?"
Would you like her back? I mean, I can kind of bring her back. Sorta.
Or that.
The moment you say that, his weeping stops. He looks you dead in the eyes. And goes, you can do that.
Mhm.
Please bring her back.
I mean, sorta.
Yeah, we can either bring her back.
Okay, but bringing her back is not going to be the same as what you may think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm trying to say.
What was the name of the guy that was we stole from that we've been carrying around and then eventually convinced him to do our bookkeeping?
Say that again?
Who's the rich guy that fled Valaki with us and paid us to travel around and end up nowhere?
That's Carl.
That
He's
was
still here.
Carl.
He's in the upper stairs area.
Yeah, I want to go looking for Carl while they're doing this.
Carl!
And you notice that Dessel just kind of sneaks through the room, suddenly disappears once it gets dark, and then appears on the other side and goes up the stairs.
I'll go. So we can bring her back, but yeah, she won't be
Alive.
the same like adult. Yeah, she won't be actually alive.
You mean turn her into an undead or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that to her.
Would you still like to speak with
Also, if you're talking about raised dead, it doesn't bring someone back as an undead.
Really?
What?
I would assume if you're bringing someone back dead that is not revivify, they would still technically be dead.
be
No, that's-
They
that's
would
why
not
they're
be
raised-
like the
raised dead
same
resurrection.
There's
person
lots of
as they
spells
would
that,
be.
what? No way.
Yeah, raised dead is resurrection. Like, if that's what you're
There's a lot of
thinking.
different spells that do the exact same thing, except for different costs and conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, I would. Yeah. Then,
I was just
okay,
like,
yeah. I guess I
it's
can
not
bring her
like
back.
animate dead, which
Oh, it
like,
returns.
that's
Yeah,
why
it returns
dead
life with
is-
one hit
does
point.
seem very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not animate dead. You literally return a dead creature back to life.
Oh.
But I'm
So it is
thinking
spoiler,
morally
yeah.
wise, she still wouldn't be fully herself.
That's why I thought I'd just say, if you mean the spell itself and you think mechanically that's how it is, that's fine. If you want to just tell him that, it's another different thing.
No,
I'll go.
I thought mechanically it wouldn't actually bring them back to as a person either. But...
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd quickly clear it up, just in case.
I'll go.
Alright, well then I will offer it to him.
I go. It is. We would need 500 gold, or if you have a very rare diamond on you.
That is
It's not-
worth
it's not
500 gold.
It's just a diamond. We need the diamond specifically,
Yeah.
or technically.
A diamond
You're
worth 500
stalking
gold.
me for my sister's life?
It's
Well, that was part of the spell.
the spell requires it. It's not like it gets used with the spell.
I ain't keeping it.
Sorry.
I gotta crush it.
I should have realized you wouldn't be that evil. You
Mm-mm.
took me in here after all. I can only apologize profusely.
Damn straight.
I mean, I don't have that kind of gold on me.
And
Not
neither
a
do
Vistani yet.
Ha, well, you have 8 days to find some if you want her back.
Only 8 days?
Yes.
500
Mhm.
gold is...
Oh,
I mean, that's living, like, almost 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It would... There's no way I can make that kind of money in just 8 days.
We can park on a corner somewhere. You can try.
In the next 8 days, though, I can bring her back. And I can answer any questions you have.
There's no question I could ask her that would put me at ease. I appreciate it, though.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna cast it.
Ask what?
Be good dead.
I'm gonna burn some incense
you-
and then.
Can't speak with dead.
Yeah.
Buddy unnaturally starts to snap and move as the jaw begins to mouth words. As it lurches upright, it turns towards the caster. You may ask it 5 questions.
I'm gonna say. I guess it's kind of like more of a command than a question, but I can make it like a question. Is
what
there
you-
anything? Is there anything you wish to say to your older brother? And if so, please tell me what it is.
I love you, brother. You watch as Savid next to you loses his composure once again and breaks down in tears.
And I'm gonna like whisper in his ear and go, "Do you want to ask anything now?" Just
No,
so she doesn't hear me.
there's nothing I could ask. You've done enough. Please just let her rest.
I'm just thinking of the Dungeons and Dragon movie. You don't ask the questions, just stays alive.
They stays alive.
And we're gonna ask me the
Did it-
last question? No.
No. Yeah.
Hello?
Technically, that was only 4 questions.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Who did this
Personally, I
to you?
preferred the first one. That didn't count as a question, did it? Yes.
Yeah. Crap.
Fuck.
Yeah.
was such a
I'm gonna ask, who did this to you?
I'm a man from Velaki. I didn't know his name.
Okay. Was there any sort of ritual that you were a part of?
No. I didn't understand what he did to me.
What did he do to you?
He tied me in a sack. And then suddenly there was water everywhere.
Good thing we killed him.
Two more questions.
Who?
Well, you get 5 total.
Haven't I asked 4?
Oh no, we're really gonna let her live forever like this.
Haven't I asked
No, you
4
only asked
questions?
3. No, you asked me 3.
Oh,
Now
god
it's
damn
There's
it.
your 4th.
God damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did 4. Anyways.
You can also let the spell die, I think. It's only a minute. I think.
Actually, I don't know if it mentions a time.
I'm pretty sure it was 1 minute, but maybe not.
Here, Joker.
Here, what? What'd I do?
If you... You'll see.
Speak with the.
Oh, wait, you're not here, are you, Joker?
I'm not there. No, that's why I'm not saying.
Oh, then just Bane gets to hear this. Okay. I'm gonna like you're gonna see Adriana like shift her composure completely,
Okay.
and she's gonna say, "When you go back, if you see Pavel Luminescu, Luminesque, that's his name, Pavel Luminesque, can you please tell him I love you? He'll know what it means."
Who's Pavlo?
He already said hi.
And
And then her body drops dead.
he already
It's
said I.
It's a 10-minute spell, and for some reason, it's
Where
actually
did-
3rd level, not 4th.
Where did all the super friends go? Our team is short tonight.
Yeah, our team is short.
ZeTian
but yeah,
is
so-
being a pregnant lady and is tired.
How dare she?
Up hasn't appeared for some reason, and Rune is still, unfortunately, under the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, speaking of Jade. Hello, Jade.
How dare you talk
But yeah,
about
but
her?
you
Jade
Pavel's
needs some
name.
help one moment. I'll just be
Oh,
back
good.
in a moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You remember that name, Faye, because that came up with the diary.
Right.
She doesn't have the diary.
Yeah, but I don't.
I know,
have
but she was
it.
there when it came. When you were talking to us about it and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you have a kid?
That's Adriana.
Yeah.
I just for the sake of, I don't think I ever talked about the diary unless it was only you around.
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
you
weren't
never.
we-
No, I was only you always came looking for me in the secret room or a back room.
No.
Yeah.
But when we were in Adriana's house, didn't you have the journal and you were like talking to everybody about it?
Nope.
Nope.
I made sure that every time I did talk about it, it was just you and
It
me.
was just me. Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm not trying to search your thoughts.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, well,
time I do
okay.
my daily roll.
She is gonna look at you and
And
say,
you probably it's history to know, but you wouldn't put reference to it.
she's gonna say, no, I never had the pleasure of having children.
Also, your Speak with Dead is supposed to be 3rd level, not 4th, so I don't know if you upcasted it or just miswritten.
All my spells are 4th level.
Oh, that's right, Warlock. My bad.
Yeah.
Forgot.
So it just is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I still want you wasting a slot you didn't have.
No, they're all 4th level.
Yeah.
So all good. Thank you though.
They're all dead.
Why?
Just go. All the super friends died.
Have you had children?
All of you are my children. What do you mean?
No, I mean like children born from you.
I think she
Like
walked
this
away.
one, and I'm. Yeah, I think so.
You're just talking to
Also-
nobody because technically I'm not in the room.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Disco, for the boon, or maybe boon. I'm guessing. I
It's a
don't know.
bane.
It's Bane. No. But thank you, Disco. Yeah, it's definitely a boon. We sound like we need the unseen helping hand of Disco Stew. While we are shorthanded. Yes. I think we
There's
still
only,
have
like,
one left technically, so I don't
what?
know. I don't. I think we have one more boon that we just didn't use
I don't
this
know.
time. I think so.
One of these days I'm gonna be caught up on my recordings.
Right. I think we have one. But if not now, we definitely have one.
Sorry, I walked away to smoke a bowl.
All good.
I mean, technically we have 4 unless Sketch has something else planned.
Okay, we have 4. Okay.
I mean, we still don't know what Sketch was doing with the 15.
The 15.
If you bank 5 boons, you can raise the dead for free.
Raise the dead for free.
Yeah, we don't have 500 gold, but we have 2,500 bits. How's that? How does that fare? Conversion-wise, I think that's fair. I think that converts. But I don't know if you heard. Adriana asked if you had children that were born from you.
Oh yeah. No. Not that I can remember, at least. Maybe before I was dead.
You're not alive?
Well, I am.
She's gonna look at you.
Now. Again. Thanks to my god, of course. They brought me
Oh, he like resurrected you. Got it.
back. Well, he lives inside me.
He's finger puppeting her.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
His fist is up my ass.
We're talking about how her god is finger puppeting her from the bottom up.
Puppeting Bay, yeah. Can I?
Let's go disco. Thank you.
Oh,
by the
geez,
way.
Jade's been having a lot of nightmares since the pregnancy.
Aw.
Yeah, that does it because
Well-
it messes with all the hormone stuff. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Put a bag
Yeah.
over your face so you
Poor
have to see
Jade.
when she wakes up in the morning.
I mean, true, that would help too.
Disco sent us another 500, by the way. So
Yes.
better start using those. DM.
Well, considering what the time is and what I have planned, I'm going to end it on a particular cliffhanger.
All good, all good.
And you'll get to use that right at the start of the next session for some unknown reason.
Right at the
So-
start.
What do you
That's
guys wish to do? So,
I wrote what I wanted to do in the chat.
yeah, I saw yours. Just looking at the people talking to the
Yeah, yeah.
body. The body's just gone limp.
Yeah.
With the
Body's
last
gone
question. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask him. I go, what would you like us to do with her?
Okay. Since you're asking that, Joker, we'll get
Him.
to you.
Yeah.
You head upstairs to find Carl. You ask him if he may have a diamond of 500 in his sack of money
On
that
the,
he ran away from Valaki with.
on the verge of demanding. While thinking of the other sack of cubs I have still to bury.
A diamond worth 500? That's quite an ask. I could have a look. I took many things, and if it's to help you, I would absolutely give you such. Let me have a look at what I can find.
I don't care if it's worth more or it's built into something else that's sentimental. I need it now.
I can tell this is urgent. Let me have a look. You see him kind of flicking through the bag. He seems no problem with flicking through it with you there. You can see he pulls out a few sacks of gold coins, platinum coins. He has what looks like kind of like a tiara, quite expensive looking. You can see a few kind of necklaces. He does have a few sacks of smaller gems. He goes, we might not quite be in luck. I've got 250s, but 5... Ah. No, we do. Hang on. He pulls out a ruby circlet. It has 3 gems in it. This piece overall is 2,000 gold pieces. However, I do know that that gem in the center there would probably be what you're looking for. You would have to destroy the overall piece, so it would cost more, but if you truly need it, I'm more than willing to part with for you.
Yeah, without thinking, I'm gonna grab it and I don't know. I know what you said. Circle it if I have to like break it in half to get it out, or do I need a
Pretty
dagger
much.
a dagger to pry it? I should be strong enough just to break it in half.
It's probably a
It
wire
is
with the
made of-
gems in it.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of silver or something. You could easily bend it to pop it out.
I'm just immediately, not without even thought, before even finishes what it's worth, I'm just gonna pop it out.
Now, didn't you say you
Say.
took mending or something and you could probably fix it and make it look
Nope.
like something else?
Nope.
God damn it. God damn it,
Good grab.
Joker.
I have mending.
Oh, well then you
He's
can
like,
make it look
I
like
want the circlet.
you can make it look pretty again.
I'm gonna look at him and say, you gained great favor with me, man, and I'll make sure to pay you back in kind. I'm gonna throw the rest of the tiara or whatever the fuck it is back at him, and I'm gonna go back downstairs. While the whole
As you
time
turn around, you see him gingerly kind of somewhat bend it back in shape and put it back in his back.
I'm just thinking of like the bag of the wolf cubs I still have on me to bury somewhere nice, and the girl in the sack I saw earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back downstairs, I guess it is. And I probably come in after they're done talking to the dead corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just see the corpse just slump over.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? The brother?
Hey, Dessel,
Savine.
good thing we killed that
Savine,
guy
yeah.
in the boat. He definitely threw her overboard.
I'll just go out to him, and I'll just look him straight in the face. Your loyalty is now to us for life, and I'll throw the diamond at bay.
She clumsily
Adriana's
catches
gonna
it.
gasp. Yeah, Adriana's gonna gasp at it.
Yeah. All right.
Are you saying you've got a diamond? It's 500 gold pieces. I can't afford such a thing.
Servitude is its own monetary value and loyalty.
You said 2.5 years is how long that would take, right?
Easily. And that's if you weren't spending money on yourself.
So would you agree that you give us servitude for at least 2.5 years?
Absolutely. You close all of the wounded parts. You restore missing body parts.
Oh, and when she comes back to life, can I? Is it touch or is it distance? No, it's just distance. I'm gonna say, you're safe now, and just do this. That way, Beta doesn't have to use 2 slots.
Then,
That should be more than enough to heal her. There you go.
as Bay
She's
starts
on
to
there.
call upon her deity,
He's like fully
you
healed
watch
now.
as the purple light that you've seen her use to heal with constantly starts to not only surround her fingers, but surrounds her entire body, as it seems to almost flow into the corpse in front of her. You see the wrinkled skin filled with water starts to seep as the water that's inside her body is forcefully removed. You watch as the salt water starts to pour out of her mouth and onto the floor. Her hair starts to dry, and her body starts to shiver. It takes all but a few moments for her to suddenly open her eyes wide and gasp and sit up fully straight and starts looking around, scared, wondering where she is, when Adriana whispers to her, calming her, as she is filled back to full HP for a commoner.
Yeah, I knew it was like, I was like, this is
Like,
overkill.
super
We
for
could have
her
used a
doing it.
level 1 spell slot for a commoner.
She's supercharged.
Yeah. That is a level 1 spell. I just used it at 4th level because that's what it is.
She starts to burst into tears, along with Savid, as they start to hold on to each other for dear life, unable to let go.
Cool. We have more child.
I'm just
labor.
trying to think
Do
of
they-
something weird.
Do they say anything?
One moment. They do not say anything. They are just full on crying into each other's
Right.
arms.
Did she explode from overhealing?
We officially have a
Yes.
live
You can
child
see
labor.
radiant just pouring
Oh
from
my
her
god,
eyeballs.
She starts
Sketch, what
cracking
would
with
you
light.
say? Sketch, what would you say would be the emotion stat? Strength?
Emotion's not strength, that's physical. What do you
charisma.
think?
So
Charisma?
it's like-
Mental strength. Come
Probably,
on.
yeah, charisma. That would have to be, right?
Okay, yeah. It was
Strength.
a 4, so I'm not putting any bonuses on it.
Strength is definitely physical.
Adriana is bawling her eyes out.
Want to inspire yourself? Just get a little more bowling.
Yeah, she's crying.
I would like to go upstairs and thank Carl.
You don't know where it came from.
Well, I'm gonna see that you did go upstairs. You only disappeared in the shadow.
Yeah, but I always spend my time upstairs.
So I'm gonna go upstairs and see who you talked to and saw how you got the diamond.
For all you know, I got a stash of everything in this place.
I'm gonna go upstairs anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. It's
You
your
head
house.
upstairs and you see Carl currently resting a somewhat broken circlet.
Ah, see now that I can put 2 and 2 together. I have 0 intelligence, but that doesn't mean I'm not common sense here.
Yeah, true. Wasn't exactly subtle in breaking it out.
I would like to give him the 2 paintings I have worth 700 and something. As a repayment for the diamond.
They're just giving him the 2 paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are beautiful pieces. I wouldn't happily take them. Or, better yet, why don't we hang them up? May as well spruce the place up a little bit.
However you wish. They are
And on you,
yours. They
Outrider.
are either worth more than the amount of that diamond, or
As you look at the artistry on them, you see one has a picture of 5 what looks like bulldogs sat around a table with cards in their hands.
I thought I had like these like death plague fucking paintings.
The second one is of a very beautiful and very long-haired, very busty male.
Oh. I mean, that one is definitely, that one's definitely a vibe.
Alright.
Shows a little motivation for everybody around here to look as luscious as this man.
So, just because I have to quickly go for Jade now anyway, I'm going to
Yep.
end up a little bit earlier
Yeah,
than normal. But
That's
Yep.
That's
almost
okay.
8. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's where I
However-
was. That's why I was. Yeah.
I will end on this note.
You all die.
Uh-oh.
As you see Savid and Arabella coming into each other, Bay upstairs suddenly hears a very loud knock on the windmill door. As you hear a voice booming out from outside. Hello, my dear. Maybe we could have another chat.
God damn it.
And that's what I was
Just for clarity, she hears it on the second floor, but we don't hear it on the first floor? Or
Oh no,
we're on
you
the
will hear it.
I'm on the
Okay,
third
we're
floor
on
now.
we're
The
on
second floor
we're
is
on
where
the
you guys are.
second, And she's on the third, I think.
Everyone can hear it. As you hear a very unmistakable voice ringing throughout the windmill.
I'm not blushing. You're blushing.
Man, if you can hear the door knocking like that, nobody fart on the first floor. You're gonna hear it. Nobody used the chamber pot
It
either.
might be.
Not
And
magical.
just going out on them here. That smells like thermatage might exist.
Can I thermatage you while taking a dump?
Can I? No.
I would absolutely use it whilst.
I'll just
taking a fart.
thermatage you back and be like, 1 second, honey.
At the start of next session, you'll have 1 an encounter with Strahd, and 2, good luck on that encounter with Strahd.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.